If your significant other seems depressed or bummed out or sad or emo, as one of my viewers put it, remember that word? What can you do to actually make it better for them? Make sure you stick around to the end of this video because that point ties all of this together and it's critical. All right. Let's dive in. The first great thing that you can do when your person is sad is to ask about it. Now be careful right off the bat here. The rule is find out why. Ask, but don't pry. Maybe they'll really appreciate you asking and they'll want to talk. If that happens, cool. You're on the road to being able to help them potentially fix the issue. Don't just talk a whole bunch. Let them unload whatever they have to unload and hear it all. Be loving, open-minded, considerate, thoughtful, compassionate, and supportive, and truly listen well. Maybe you can actually help them. Do your best for them and stay very aware of things that seem to be working or not working as you work through this together. Now, on the other hand, maybe they say that they don't want to talk about it. And if that's what happens, that's okay. This is a completely valid response too. It might just be best to honor their request for space on this one. They might just need to ride it out alone or work on it by themselves, which is totally fair. You've had moments like that. I know that this is frustrating for people like you and I that love to help all the time, but it is what it is. That's what they need right now. Now, if they move from regular sad to advanced sad and get noticeably worse after some time, you're allowed to approach the subject again. It's kind of actually your job to do so. Touch base with them and express your love and the seriousness of your concern. They might actually be ready to talk by then, but also, they may not be. They'll let you know when you ask again. If they shoot you down this time, remind them that you love them and that you're going to be there for them no matter what, and that you'll do anything to help if they need it. Now, if it gets really bad after that, then you should team up with that person and start suggesting some new things. Explore some other options that you haven't gone over yet. Maybe things like therapy or taking time off from work or major life changes, like moving cities, changing careers, solving a relationship issue, or getting a cat. You know, the big stuff. Just look for something creative that might really be beneficial to them and help them get out of this slump. The second great thing that you can do when your person is sad is do things that they enjoy for them. Take care of them in a way that will make their soul smile. Make them their favorite tea or heat up their favorite fries. Isn't it crazy how disproportionately positively French fries affect a relationship? It's actually mind-blowing. Bust out the Ben & Jerry's dairy-free Netflix and chilled ice cream and throw a blanket in the dryer, warm it up nice for them, wrap it around your partner, and provide them with some extra long hugs. Maybe play with their hair. Or just take over their chores for the night. That's always a win. Sometimes it might just be as ridiculous as picking up the cat and talking some positive smack about your partner to the cat. Oh, mommy is so wonderful, isn't she? I know she's going through some hard times. It's kind of like a weird thing for me to be filming, especially with no cat here. That is something that's gonna make them smile and laugh. I mean, you know your person better than I do, obviously. If they like horror movies and ghost pepper popcorn, then so be it. And if it's going down into the basement, turn on some dubstep or, I don't know, some Avenged Sevenfold and like punching a punching bag for a while, that might actually be the therapy that they need right now. Be open to it. Hook them up and help them out. Or just provide general support for them. Let them know how much you love them and how you'll be there for them if they need you. The third great thing that you can do when your person is sad is do things that they enjoy with them, not just for them like the last point. You can watch their favorite movie together or do a Target run for some snacks, which I know you know the success rate of that one's probably going to be pretty high. Or maybe you can play a game or put their favorite album on to get them singing a little bit, and so on. Things like this can serve as a distraction from the issue, which can help more than you know. Sometimes it's enough to turn the whole thing around. Distractions don't always address the underlying problem, but for little funks, distractions can work wonders. Think of it like this. The right distraction is you showing love in a beautiful way. And that's why it can be so effective sometimes, because the distraction is actually you showing love. The fourth great thing that you can do when your person is sad is change their state. Get them out of the house for a while. Go take a walk, take a bike ride, maybe do some trail running, dance, I don't know, do some yoga in the park, or take the rowboat out to the local, I don't know, lake or something. But whatever you have near you, go find something that you can do. Maybe it's just as simple as working out. Do anything physical anywhere else. I don't care what it is. The point is that physical activity can force us out of a funk sometimes. Think about it. Curled up on a couch or stuck in bed, kind of like in the fetal position, that's an inward-facing thing. It discourages liveliness and it's depressingly idle. But moving around is outward-facing. It encourages liveliness and it's expressive. And that might be exactly what they need. Sometimes, though, they might actually need that curled up on a couch time to feel what they're feeling, just to get to the bottom of whatever emotion is going through them right now. And it might just flush itself out after they get the chance to feel it. So maybe it just has to go through their system. You have to feel it sometimes in order to release it. So sometimes it's going to be couch time and other times it's going to be change their state time. Kind of depends on what they need on a case-by-case basis. Now, the fifth great thing that you can do when your person is sad is ask what they actually need. This is your chance to offer any of the prior points that I've listed in this video, and your person will tell you what they think is best for them. You might even want to show them this video to give them some options to choose from. If they say they need help, then help. If they need space, give them a space shuttle and babysit Earth while they do the work. And if they say they need a shoulder to cry on, you bust out that shoulder like a 1920s flapper on the double. And if they say they need an ear to just listen, then let them vent without your 2 cents. If they say they want vegan snacks, then get your shit together and go procure some Sour Patch Kids immediately, if not sooner. If they want to watch a movie, might I suggest Mulan? That movie is fire, and you know it's fire, and some of those songs are bangers. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. So that's probably what you're gonna be watching. If they wanna go for a walk, lace up and roll out. But if they ask you to take over the cat litter boxes so they don't have to do them that night, then you run like hell. I'm just playing around. You do them for them with a smile on your face. Now that is showing love at the highest possible level. If you have cats, unfortunately you know what I mean. You get the point. Just let them tell you what might be best for them. They probably know best anyways. That's probably the safest way to do any of this stuff. Then your job is just to make it happen. But I do have one more important piece of advice here that goes for any of the cases that I listed that you absolutely must keep in mind before trying to help your partner. And that's this. Don't just launch right into trying to solve their problem directly right away every time. I really actually mean just ask what they need from you most. Keep in mind that you might get an answer that you don't really like, but it might be what they need. If they're not receptive to help yet, then any help that you're trying to give may actually be hurting them. Ironic, I know, but it's true. That's just how this works. Either way, kudos to you because I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to love and help the person that you love and want to help. I totally get it. But they might not need you to do that this way this time. Instead, be a great teammate and play by the rules that they ask you to play by. That's probably going to go best at the end of the day. That might actually be helping at the highest possible level. Just be sensitive to your significant other's emotions if they're in a rough place. I mean, always be sensitive to your significant other's emotions, but even more if they're in a rough place. Be extra patient, extra giving, extra compassionate, and extra aware. Sometimes you really can help, and sometimes you can't. But even if you can't help, you can reinforce your love for them while they navigate whatever they're going through. Sometimes that's better for them than anything that you could say or do, despite you really wanting to say and do so much to help. Just be a solid rock of love for them, and walk through life being a support system in a way that works best for them. So do you have any tips to add? If you do, go ahead and chime in down below. Maybe your comment will help inspire somebody else or help them move their relationship in the right direction. Also, if you have a question that you'd like me to take a crack at, go ahead and comment that down below too. This video was only made because a viewer of mine left me a comment, so maybe I'll make one for you if it's something that I think I can help with. And remember, do something that makes the world a better place this week. People need you. You are the better echo. Subscribe, like, get a sticker at the link below, or watch one of these, and I'll see you next time. And if you happen to notice the fancy new scars on my hands during this video, it's because I, an adult man, fell off a Razor scooter. Bing! Great times.